Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones to Barkley on the check down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Jones. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
Throwing Jones. pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Jones.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. That's complete to Slayton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Barkley again. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. This ball complete to Rager. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. Powers through. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there. But you're exactly right. The game's kind of evolving in that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is rapidly becoming an extra running back as well.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
6. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Open right side, complete to Reagor. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Smith catches left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time. A catch and run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw that side, complete to Tony. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Off play action, Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. Room here to run. And they can't bring him down. Touchdown, Giants.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Well, the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. They go play action with Hurts.
It's caught by OBJ. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He'll buy some time right. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught. Beckham. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Steps away. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
At the 7-yard line.
Six yards left on second down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brandon Graham has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts has swung out wide to Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll set up a throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Giants are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Alex Singleton, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. That's caught by Golladay.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Jones throwing for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Reagor, his
6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Jones. Now he's flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were really helped by their defense.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of